One evening, when the boys got home from school, there was no one to greet them. "Where's Mom?" demanded Mr. Piggot when he got home from work. She was nowhere to be found. On the mantelpiece was an envelope. Mr. Piggot opened it. Inside was a piece of paper. "Your pigs." "But what shall we do?" said Mr. Piggot. They had to make their own meal. It took hours, and it was horrible. Next morning, they had to make their own breakfast. It took hours, and it was horrible. The next day, and the next night, and the day after that, Mrs. Piggot was still not there. Mr. Piggot, Simon, and Patrick tried to look after themselves. They never washed the dishes. They never washed their clothes. Soon, the house was like a pigsty. "Where is Mom coming home?" the boys squealed after another horrible meal. "How should I know?" Mr. Piggot grunted. They all became more and more grumpy. One night, there was nothing in the house for them to cook. "We'll just have to root around and find some scraps," snorted Mr. Piggot. And just then, Mrs. Piggot walked in. "Please come back," they snuffled. So, Mrs. Piggot stayed. Mr. Piggot washed the dishes. Patrick and Simon made the bed. Mr. Piggot did the ironing. And they all helped with the cooking. They actually enjoyed it. Mom was happy too. She mended the car. This is the end of the story.